Okay. Oh, I look so crazy. Um, I'm trying to figure out sound stuff right now. So hold on, no, I'm already. My problem is I don't have. Uh, I'm not hearing. I'm not hearing the computer noises, and I don't know if they're coming through anywhere. Fuck. I already opened the game, so stuff's really weird. Sorry, that really threw me off. Where is it? Where is audio? Sound. Yeah, we don't want that. We want. Is it system? Shit, I don't remember. It's either system or game. Choose a device for speaking or recording. On chat mic. Do we still have? Okay. Now. No. Do I have to like hit apply or anything? No. Okay. So maybe it's not game, maybe it's system. Oh, there it is. Okay, I can hear that. Okay. I think that's the right one. Because now if I go... Does this have any sound? Of course this doesn't have sound. What a great game to test on. No menu music. That makes this a little difficult. Okay. Also... We'll just pop something on here. Is it going now? What? Oh, fucker. Oh, is it because I'm streaming? They don't let me... Also, I don't even know if anything, like, is looking correct. If anyone comes in, tell me immediately if anything's working. On this one? Oh my god. Stop. Is it working? Testing. Okay, I think it's working. I can always... I need to remember to, like, not scooch Wrong way. We're just gonna get into this. Oh, there was our sound. But it's not showing on my GoXLR. So maybe I do this. Let's go back to this. Let's go to this. Close. There it is. Okay. Okay, we got bars places. Okay. I don't know where to put the camera yet. We'll just leave it there. Oops. Exit the game now. Okay. Where's my chats? Okay, and if anyone if anyone has any feedback on like how sound sounds, that was dumb, or anything like that, just let me know. I'm too loud, game too quiet, etc. Just tell me. Okay, I think both YouTube and this are working now, so it looks like everything's good. Options. Language, English, good. Oops. Does that mean I restarted the game? Did. Okay. We're doing good. This is some random little indie, somewhat horror game, I believe. That I picked up at a Steam sale forever ago. I just wanted something that was short that I could play, just like a one-off kind of deal. So, just doing this as like a tester. I will very likely get back into League and stuff like that, ranked and whatnot, soon. But first I'm kind of trying to figure out when I want to stream, what I want to stream, get my stream setup going. I didn't want to do League because usually that means running music, which is like another layer of stuff. Running music or running other things. Plus, it's a lot harder when playing League to pay attention to other stuff going on. So, anyways. I realized I was a jellyfish. I spent the past 70 years simply drifting through life. No heading in particular. Blindly stinging everyone I encountered. Can you see it too? The people I tried to embrace, I only ended up hurting. Everywhere I went, I left nothing but ruin. Well, so that's it. That's what I am. A jellyfish, floating across the sea. I don't even remember why I once became a police detective. Look over there at that family, weeping for their lost child. Have I ever done anything to wipe away their tears? A police station is a crucible of pain and grief. So why did I choose to enter that institution? Why did I think I could somehow offer people solace and hope? Maybe I was simply being selfish. Maybe I became a detective just so I could belong somewhere. Sigh. I should stop now. Yeah, probably. I should stop wandering with nothing but regret on my lips. That's it then. The first thing I'll ever have done for anyone. Everyone, I'm sorry for everything. I am very self-centered jellyfish. Madam. Miss Gion. Gion? Who are you? CO1's ghost? Remember that little girl? Chio Siowon? Hi, cutie. She ran away. Chio Siowon? The girl who went missing? That's right, ma'am. Do you know what happened to that girl you brought back? Thanks to you, her family found peace. Do their lives look ruined to you? The doctor says my mind is like an old library without an index. I'm sorry, but I have no idea who you are. I see you're in uniform, so you couldn't be Siwon's ghost. Siowon? I'm not good at... I think these are, what, Korean names? I am not good at Korean names. From the way you bring up my forgotten failure, I can only assume you're here to deliver judgment. The adjudicator. Wow, I'm having trouble reading. Ma'am, I'm not here to judge you. I only want to tell you about the life you lived. Your Honor, you already know what happened. I never brought Siwon home. The case ended the way her father, Chio Dongyeon, wanted. She disappeared forever, completely out of her mother's reach. Leave the case unsolved? We can't do that, sir. You mean you've already filed a missing persons case? Siwon's officially registered as a missing person then? Then, please, that's good enough. Detective, I'm begging you, please don't look for my daughter anymore. Stop asking where she is. Keep her completely out of her mother's reach. Just let her live life somewhere. Just say that she went out to the playground like she always did and vanished. That's all, a perfect crime with no witnesses, no suspects. So please, please leave this case unsolved. I'll do anything, please. That's suspicious. I beg of you. So that's how you remember it. This was the last case I took before I resigned from the missing persons team. See how relieved I looked after what Chio Dongyeon said? Choi? That man knew. If we wanted to close the case and move on, we needed a good excuse. That my refusal was only customary, a front to cover up my cowardice. Ma'am. History is that certainty produced at the point where the imperfections of memory meet the inadequacies of documentation. What do you mean? It means you just don't get it. Can you remember the beginning and the end of the case? Let me help you weave together the threads connecting the start to the finish. I think Siwon's mother called me to report the girl missing. Yes, I remember now. She said Siwon disappeared from the playground. Calm down, ma'am. Who am I speaking to again? Detective. Jiwon Gyeong, right? Do you remember me? You came to check on Siwon the other day. I asked you not to ring the doorbell. Please tell me you remember. Detective, I'm scared. Please hurry. She's gone. Siwon is gone. She was just at the playground. When did you last see her at the playground? Exactly 3:33 in the morning, or afternoon. Detective, she disappeared 3 hours ago. We've looked everywhere. A 7-year-old girl could have gone alone. What do we do now? I'm trying not to panic, but the worst is all that comes to mind. You're turning yourself in. Well, it doesn't look scuffed. So far, so good. Welcome back. Thank you. Yeah, just let me know if, like, any, like, sound, audio, needs to change, or, like, if the game's too quiet. I mean, this is probably not a very good game to judge on, since there's just, like, a very slight backing track, but you know what I mean. And thank you for tuning in. How have you been? Yes, I would like to surrender to the police. I am responsible. A little girl went missing from the playground, didn't she, 3 days ago? She was with me. I took her away. I'm sorry. It's all my fault. I did it because I needed the money. I'm sorry. Whoa. What do you mean it's all your responsibility? The piano is louder than you, but I think that's fine. You come in clearly and it's a vibe. Okay. I will keep that in mind though if we go to other games, because we'll probably for other games need to be turned down. Detective, the truth is she's dead. CU1. CU1 is dead. She's been dead all this time. Your Honor. That's all I remember about the case. Now I understand why you've come to me here at the final crossroads. Why you want me to remember the beginning and the end. You're the gatekeeper of time and space. Janus. I had put it completely out of my mind. It's like Jana, but her anus. I was trying to. Isn't that where Jana's name comes from? Is the god? I was trying to forget those memories because I felt guilty. The man who took her turned himself in, but I pretended it never happened. And the girl, she was already dead, but I pretended not to know. I'm sorry. Someone like me doesn't deserve peace. Ma'am, it's all right. Don't be afraid. I don't care what you want to call me, but you have to know that this isn't the end of the road. You're not bound for hell or purgatory. Janus is the two-faced god? I don't remember more. I don't remember specifics either. I'm not actually really good at, like, pantheons of stuff. I'm not gonna lie. It's like definitely a time person, right? Yes, you're right. Yeah. I just Google searched it and you get definitely this. Oh, flashbang. Sculpture guy. Double heads. God of beginnings, gates, transitions, time, duality, doorways, passages, frames, and endings. God of a lot of things. Now think back. C1 disappeared from the playground, right? Try to crawl everything you can about the location. I can see more fragments now. I see them. But they are so faint, like scars faded with age. Now you're doing great. Once you've brought up the fragments, try connecting them together. Build a chain of recollections. Even a dried out ravine can be a river again when the waters return. C1 is gone. She was just at the playground. This is interesting. I have no idea, by the way, how this game works yet. Look, we can't even turn down the... let's see here. It's alright. Again, was there anything unusual about C1's activities today? No, it was all business as usual. She goes to kindergarten on weekdays, and we go to the playground on weekends as a family. We have 2 playgrounds in the condo complex. Normally, we alternate between them. I go along sometimes, but one of them isn't wheelchair accessible. So, oh gosh. Hyejeong has to take the kids on her own. Wait, recently they've only been going to that one playground. Hyejeong said the kids asked to go there today too. If only they'd gone to the other playground. On the way back, they sometimes drop by the stationery store near the complex entrance. The place is called Apollo. Oh, another god. C1, CU1 loves getting candy there. Okay. You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but try to think about it. Oh, no, so these were options. Okay. So I can't those now? I'm really not sure what's going on here. Okay. Oh, okay, so we have to figure out which one ties to what. Okay, I see what's going on. You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but try to think about it, okay? See if you can remember someone you don't usually see at the playground. I heard you were all together. CU1, your mother, and you too. Yeong? Yeah, yeah. Yeah. We were all together. That sounded very not definitive. So then we click on this one and then we go to the last. Did you see any suspicious individuals when you went to pick up CU1 or anything out of the ordinary? It's exactly as my daughter said. I was so sure CU1 would be at the playground, but when I got there I didn't see her. So I assumed my daughter took her along. Then my daughter came downstairs and looked at me with her eyes wide, and I thought, oh no. Detective, I think you might be making a mountain out of a molehill. I don't know if my daughter told you, but CU1 goes alone to places all the time. My daughter worries easily, but mark my words, the girl always wanders back in time for dinner. Please don't worry about it. I'll have a stern word with my daughter. Honestly, I can't believe she's gone and called you. Think back to the testimonies about the playground. Who do you think those people were? People. These testimonies were all from one person, weren't they? Ma'am, life is a bit like a jigsaw puzzle, isn't it? Oh, okay, so these weren't all... Change the speaker. She goes to kindergarten on weekdays, and we go to the playground on weekends as a family. We have 2 playgrounds in the condo complex. Oh, okay. Your memories are scrambled and misaligned. With each fragment, each moment connects with another. Look at the connections closely and you'll figure out where the pieces belong. Who said these things and in what order? And then what? What does that change? Who knows, maybe if you connect enough pieces, we might discover a key. A key that unlocks the face of the person putting the puzzle back together. Okay. So all of these might be other people. There we go. Okay, so this is... There we go. That makes more sense. So C1, your mother, and you two, Yonko. Yonko is her brother. Oh, look, there's a little thing here. It's helpful. Okay. So her ex-English teacher might not even be the actual culprit. So who is this? Hyungjo. Shin Hyungjo. Place is called Apollo. Interesting. Let's get all the ats first. Seems helpful. It's exactly as my daughter said. So I assume my daughter took her along. So this has to be like the other kid's mom, right? This one seems very strangely worded. Okay. Let's click some of these. She goes to kindergarten on weekdays. Can you tell me anything about CU1's life at kindergarten? I've already explained everything to the other officers on the phone, Detective. Is she still missing? How could someone take her away in broad daylight in the middle of a condo complex? I heard her mother and brother were with her. They didn't see anything? I don't know if this will help, but, well, you asked me to tell you anything, so I guess I will. CU1 is always optimistic and cheerful. She started at Eden last year, and I was surprised that she never shied away from any of us teachers. At first, I just took her for a friendly child. Then I realized that her brother came to pick her up instead of her mother, but she was never asked where her mother was. But she never asked where her mother was. No, not that that's a problem, not at all, but, well, how should I put this? I suppose I've never seen her cry or get angry or even frown. So I just feel like I want to keep a closer eye on her and make sure she's okay. She's going to need a lot of attention and guidance. She's so cheerful and bright, but in a strangely fragile way. Does that make sense? Okay, so this is definitely the teacher, right? Because he says, she never shied away from any of us teachers. About the kindergarten teacher's testimony. Oh, we have to like click on something first, right? So we would need to find another place where it said kindergarten, I assume, to be able to get the answers. Or crying, okay. Cry. Ooh, why is this locked? Why didn't you report any of this to the authorities? We'll keep on the same track. I'm so grateful to her. I had no idea that she was keeping such a close eye on CU1. There's something CU1 always says to me, Mommy, the saddest person in the world. Mommy's the saddest person in the world. She never says that when her father is around, of course, but I think I understand what she means now. CU1 generally thinks that way. She couldn't handle it otherwise. That's why she refuses to cry, because then that makes her the saddest person instead of her mom. She couldn't handle it if she were the saddest person in the world getting pity from everyone. That's probably how she sees it all. She's still so young. Children who are forced to grow up fast end up with better control of their emotions, and that breaks my heart. Okay, so we gotta get one of these other hashtags to be able to do that one. Right? Or does it... Oh! I need a key to unlock this conversation. Keys are unlocked. Oh! Keys are unlocked when I order the fragments. Correct. Okay. So grateful to her. Is this her mother saying this? Well, it says instead of her mom. Why would you say it like that if you were saying? It says her mom and her father, so I don't think it's the mom or the dad. But I don't know who. They're talking about the Sunshine class teacher, so it's not the Sunshine class teacher. I guess we can just wait until we figure that out. Let's get back to the beginning. Let's find out more about the stationery store. We've received testimony that CU1 is a regular at your stationery store. So this is definitely going to be the stationery store owner. Did anyone from her family drop in today, or CU1 herself on her own? Today? No, not CU1 and not her brother either. May I ask what the police want with them? You're not the first to come looking for her today. This is about Myung-ho's mother. Thing is, Bianco's only been coming with CU1 these days. He used to come with his mother all the time when he was younger, but I haven't seen her in quite a while. Is she doing all right? Interesting. This is definitely him. Let's see, on her own. Does CU1 have any favorite places near the playground? Somewhere she might have wandered off on her own. Wandered off? She doesn't stroll away somewhere. She's been kidnapped. All possibilities are on the table, as if, get off your chairs and do something. So this is the father. We're running out of time here. Mobilize the force. Get those cruisers on the streets. Anything. TikTok detective. Who knows what they're doing to her. And you're sitting here asking where she's gone on her own. Damn it. Damn it. I'm sorry, detective. I know you're doing everything. Oop. Oh! Right. There we go. Gosh, we have so many things here. Excuse me, just need some water. Let's see, candy. So what's this one? This one's pink. I have to open the log to connect this conversation. Okay. So that one's like very important. Could you tell me now what happened when you last saw CU1? We always used to buy CU1 candy from the stationery store on the way home. But we didn't buy our candy recently because Auntie doesn't come out with us anymore. I told CU1 to stay where she was and went to the stationery store. I ran right over. The stationery store is just up the steps over the fence. It's really quick, I swear. I was only there for a bit and I ran back, but she wasn't there. There's a little dancing dog. She's upset because I'm streaming and she's not getting my attention, so. So Jesse's making her dance. Sorry, it was very distracting. In a perfectly adorable way. Where were we? The stationery store is just up the steps over the fence. It's really quick, I swear. I was only there for a bit and I ran back, but she wasn't there. I called her name, like, CU1, but she didn't come. Only Auntie did. I started crying and Auntie said I shouldn't tell anyone she wasn't with us. She told me not to say anything at all. Just like that monkey we saw at the temple. Okay, so this tea. I mean, I thought it was the brother, but is there another kid that we haven't unlocked? Let's see your stationery store. Did you happen to see this boy when you went to the playgrounds to find CU? Oh, this boy. You know that playground near the stationery store, right? I saw that boy a few days ago. He went from the playground straight to the store. I remember wondering why CU1 was sticking so close to that boy. Why do you ask, detective? Does that boy have something to do with the case? Okay, so that is probably the dad. Right? I saw that boy, he went straight from the playground straight to the store. Not a whole lot to go on. Okay. Where was the other thing that I wanted to click? Here it is. Not to say. Ooh. Got another pinky. Is your son still there? So this is to the mom. This is to the brother. Let's go with one to the brother. It's okay if you don't want to talk, Mienko. I don't mind waiting. But Mienko, could you promise me that once you're ready, you'll talk to me? Okay. It's definitely Mienko. Promise. Oh, we got a purple one now too? Jesus. See, so who is this? Oh well. What is this one? Oh, okay. Yeah. Where are we? There we go. This one. Stay on the line. I'm on my way. Could you tell me what happened? I got a call from my mother, Siu Wang's grandmother. She said I'm at the store outside the condo complex and the security called, saying the fire alarm was going off in the house. The security guard went over to my mother's house to check, but he couldn't open the door. So she asked me to go and open it for her. I chewed her out. She knew I couldn't bring Siu Wan somewhere so dangerous. I told her to go herself. But she was so stubborn. Mom said she couldn't get to the playground and pick up Siu Wan faster than she could get home, so I should rush over to her house and make sure everything was fine at her place. That she would be there soon. She said that made the most sense. She was going to wait for me with Siu Wan outside the building. I went to Mom's house, and the security guard was there. I opened the door for him, and the place was filled with smoke. I don't know what she was cooking on that stove. The pot was burnt black. The guard turned off the stove and opened the windows. But all I could think of was Siu Wan. How glad I was that I didn't bring her to such a dangerous place, and that the fire didn't get any worse. I ran back into the elevator. It was only a few minutes, I swear. I found Mom waiting for me outside the building, just like she promised. But when I asked her where Siu Wan was, she said, I thought you took her with you. Detective, are you here yet? Huh. This is a very curious one, but we unlocked this. So who is this? This is the mom, right? Oh, but the grandmother is Choi. Ija? Oh my gosh, I got lost. Okay, you're right. Choi Guija. Is this the son then? Or the grandmother's the son, so that would be the father? Who were you on the phone with on the afternoon of February 3rd? Well, our office isn't exactly well staffed, so I'm the one doing most of the phone duties. Hyeojung on the afternoon of the 3rd? Hyeojung? Right? Okay. Employees complain if we check in too often, so we don't usually do that. And there's not much to call about in the afternoon. Wait a second. Ah, I see, I did call, but it wasn't for anything special. One second. There we go. I can see that. wait a second. Oh, I see. I did call, but it wasn't for anything special. There's going to be, what was it now? A Best Caregiver Awards ceremony in a few days. So we asked if she could make it like we have more than 100 caregivers working with us, but no one wanted to show. I think that was the gist of the call. I kind of regretted calling her. I mean, she's not the type to do that kind of company spirit event. You've talked to her, right? Can't even have a nice long chat. She's always cutting calls short. Something about being too busy with the kids. Has she even come into the office recently? So what's this all about? I mean, as long as she's doing her job, right? But a police visit? Really? She's not exactly a slacker. What's going on here? I have no idea who this is. Her office isn't exactly well staffed. Let's try caregiver. Maybe that'll help us find out who. Because yeah, look, there's someone that we don't have here. There's a lot here too. Okay. We have a lot under the father, and I know that's not all correct, but let's see here. Doorbell. Let's try doorbell. Hello, Madam Senior Inspector Guionge from the Hwamyeong police station. I am not good at Korean. I'm so sorry. You would be Siwon's mother, correct? I'm just here to see Siwon, if that's alright. Oh my gosh, you scared me, detective. I was expecting the delivery man. Could you please knock instead of ringing the doorbell next time? My daughter's taking a nap. She dozed off in front of the TV while I was washing the rice. I just tucked her in. Come inside, fast asleep, see? Oh. I suppose you can't really tell under that blanket. She must be tired, the poor thing. Siwon and I were out and about all day yesterday. She slept in this morning, too. I swear, kids grow up so fast. She's gotten so much taller that barely anything fits anymore. I had to do all her shopping at once. First day of school is only a month away, and there's so much to buy. Oh, I hope she wakes up soon so we can eat and get her uniform fitted. I'm sorry, detective. You might have to wait a while before she wakes up. So, what brings you here? Okay, well, this is definitely early. This is definitely, yeah, her mother. What do we click to reorder it? There it is. This is definitely like way up there. That's before she ever went missing, right? Most of these I have no idea what order the questioning is. So, a little difficult, but that one was very clear. Where was it? Taller. You seem to know Siwon's family well. Who's that to? Myungo's family. Well, I've seen them since the children were little. Must have been, okay, so she's someone who is very, like, close to the brother. Must have been, 3 or 4 years now. When they first moved in, I was sure Myungo was close to finishing elementary school. He's tall for his age and he's very quiet, that one. His mother was picking out supplies for younger kids, so I showed her to the shelves older children might like. She laughed and said he gets that a lot. Myungo is mature beyond his years, and I don't mean his looks. It's normal for kids his age to only think of themselves, but he's always hanging back and letting his sister spend all his pocket money. I I guess it could be the school supply person. We also have this person that we don't know. It was like a caregiver, right? So it might be that person. Oh my goodness. Thank you for telling me. Diego? What did he know? I heard you're in the 5th grade at elementary school. With your height, I bet the girls won't leave you alone. You're very tall for your age. Is it because you take after your mom? I take after her? Am I really like her? There we go. Very tall. Okay. We haven't, like, unlocked anything new yet, have we? Oh, we already found the fragment containing the clues. Search for the answer now. Maybe not yet, because I don't know what I'm doing on that. You really think that Mr. Kim Yang-seok is the culprit? I don't even know who that is yet. What is this one? What Myung-hyo carries around, but we don't even know what the question is. Like, these are lighting up, but I'm like, I don't know. I don't know the answer. Let's see. Oh, here's another gone alone. We had another question pertaining to that, yeah. Has Siwon ever wandered off alone before? I kind of want to like get as much of the like stuff that we already have like on the board unlocked before going into the harder stuff, if that makes any sense. Is that... Sorry, can't scare you, honey. Is that really possible? Detective, I think it might be my fault she's gone. I was in the hospital for a long time after I had Siwon. I couldn't care for her because I was bedridden. But since we both spent so much time looking up at the hospital ceiling, I thought I might be able to understand her better. Now though, I'm not so sure. Do you think she resents me? Is that why she won't call me Mom? Is that why she's always so hard to find? I have to scour all the playgrounds to find her. Okay, so this is definitely the mom. Well, hospital really wants me to click it. You received notice from the school board, correct? It says in our file she didn't attend pre-entrance today? Oh, there we go. Support center. Received a notice from the school board. It says in our file she didn't attend pre-entrance day. I'm just here to check in and make sure everything's all right. The world's a dangerous place these days. I've been told City Hall personnel have spoken with Siwon's grandmother already. But I just wanted to be sure. Is Siwon all right? Of course she is, Detective. You must have your hands full checking up on every absence in the district. You'll see once she wakes up, Siwon's healthy as a horse now. She'll have no trouble going to school. All that time in the hospital was tough on her, but she's grown up so strong. I'm proud of her. Siwon's been no end of trouble since I was pregnant with her. I think she takes after her father. She was born premature. I feel like that's a dig at the dad somehow. She takes after her father. She was born premature. The doctor scared us every time we went in for a checkup. About how one thing could go wrong and then something else and on and on. I don't remember how many waivers and consent forms I had to sign, but I always knew she'd be all right. How those little hands were going to get bigger and stronger one day. No need to worry, I'm taking very good care of her. Siwon's father and I are no longer together, but my mother and I are doing our best to give her everything she needs. And I'll make sure she comes out to the first day of school. We're checking in. I think the rice is ready. Would you like to join us for food, Detective? Okay, so this is another C1's mom and very early. We also found out that the father and mother are not together, which is not too surprising with some of the things they said about each other. Now, this would be even more before the other one that we had, right? Ah, yes, look at. Ah, yes, look at. Ah, look at us. Ah, we got these ones in order. Okay, so yeah. So that's the very first one was she dozed off, right? And then checking in to go to school. You came in to check on C1 the other day, asked you not to ring. And this is the first time when she tells that C1's gone. Okay, let's click school. City Hall, you said, or we received testimony that you spoke on the phone with the City Hall employee and told them that C1 couldn't attend pre-entrance day for personal reasons. So, one of these definitely leads to the other. Let's say City Hall. That's right, Chief. How are you? I'm from Wamian City Hall Administrative Office. It's that time of year. 4 kids slated to start school this year, and your district didn't show up to pre-entrance day. I'm just calling for your cooperation. We spoke with all their families over the phone. They all said they were on vacation overseas or busy with other things, that sort of thing. I mean, elementary school classes haven't even started yet, so I'm going to report that everything looks fine. But we do have to make sure the paperwork is all there. We're working on the police assistance request forms right now. They'll say that local police stations dispatch personnel to all the absentee households for welfare checkups at the school board's request. Imagine that, Chief. It's like a free bonus, and our compensation for external personnel requisition is pretty solid if you ask me. Once you get the form, send us your personnel roster with their direct deposit information attached, and we'll take care of things on this end. Okay. So this is this. And obviously this is that person from the City Hall. Patience. Hi, cutie. There's a little cat just trying to get up into chair. It's very sweet. Oh, the dog scared her. Okay. We can do calling. Yeah, and that'll lead to this one. We received testimony that you spoke on the phone with the City Hall employee and told them to CU1 could not attend pre-entrance day for personal reasons. Do you live with your daughter? The pre-entrance day? What is it? What was it my daughter said now? Yes, slight cold, I think? Yes, I remember now. I knew it was pre-entrance day, so I asked my daughter later how it went. I don't live with her, of course, but I'm in the area and drop in from time to time. It's just, I don't want to leave her alone for too long, spending all her time wallowing in misery. I do remember that I was visiting a few days ago when that City Hall employee called. He asked me the same thing you did, Detective. So I think I said that she was doing well and that I was taking perfect care of my granddaughter. Detective, this is ridiculous. It was just one missed pre-entrance day at school. What are you interrogating me for? So yeah, this is obviously the grandmother. Where is she? Where is she? Oh, there she is. The old lady looking one. Derp. And this is probably very early. Where are we at with time? We'll do one more. time. Oh my god, there were so many dings. How do you remember the time so precisely? 3:33? That is very odd. My phone call's history. I never leave the children alone when we're out together. But then I got a phone call. I don't usually get calls in the afternoon. I think I panicked. The first thing that came to mind was that I had to pick up somewhere quiet so I could hear. So I ducked into the condo hallway. The call history is 5 minutes long, but she disappeared in less than that. I know because I looked up partway through the conversation, she was already gone. So that would be the... Is it the mother? That was with them, or was that the caretaker? The caregiver was with them. I don't know. I don't know that I know who was with them. Someone was definitely with them that wasn't the mother, right? Mother was supposed to be with them, though, right? Well, we'll see. We'll just put it here for now. Okay, we're also gonna do a real quick break because I need to tinkle and run ads. So, be right back. For my breakdown. Back. Okay. Phone call. I think that's what we're gonna do next. Got this one. We don't have all the things for that yet. Okay. That's okay. We got name and hospital. Ooh, more stuff with playground. Yeah, because we still have this one sitting over here. Was your son still there? I was under the impression that both children were at the playground. Young has said he was with Siuan the whole time, but that he had no idea where she'd gone. So I scolded him. You're not making any sense. I was so desperate that I was too harsh with him. Even though it's my fault Siuan's disappeared, I failed them both. Please don't ask Myung-ho for information. He won't tell you anything. That's so fishy. That's obviously the mom. He won't tell you anything. It's just still under his silence. It's a very silent boy. What have we got here? Name, hospital. Well, let's find out more about this caregiver. Can we? No, we can't. Okay. Okay. Police station. How does Meal? Claims to be the culprit. You had contact. Have you contacted Siwon's father? Claims to be the culprit is going to be. I feel like we're very. How does? Let's find out how the brother feels. Maybe that'll help unlock his stuff because he's still very locked. How does Myung feel? Myung-ho. Must have been a big change for him. Your station searched the park halfway. Like script mode. Your station searched the park in the neighborhood, right? Detective, the one with the pond. The weeping willow trees by the water, they're lonely to look at. I took a stroll there last year with Myung-ho and Xiong, and the trees reminded me of Myung-ho. He looks like he's at the mercy of the world sometimes, but the truth is he's the most unyielding boy you'll meet. For children and adults too, I suppose. A death in the family is apparently like experiencing your universe collapse. Rebuilding from those ruins was a time-consuming journey. But I think Myung-ho's managed quite well in his own right. I don't know if you noticed, but there's something he always carries around, never leaves home without it. I have not noticed. What is it? Took a stroll there with these two. This could actually be the grandmother. Hard to tell. We'll click death because it's dancing for us. Let's try this one. Certificate of familial relations? No. Okay. Huh. Let's see here. Where were we? We're looking through these ones. These ones we have like ordered real well, so that's nice. 3 hours ago. See, but I don't know. We found testimony that contradicts your claim. Proof the shopkeeper is lying. But lying about what? Oh, he said he didn't see them. That's right. I have to... Oh, wait. I have to open the lock to... Have we not opened the lock yet? Okay. Let's see here. have anything else with called. So have you contacted C1's father? Oh, I also don't even have my chats back open. I keep calling him, but he won't pick up. It's not out of the ordinary. We only meet for her birthdays. But this is an emergency. His own daughter is missing. Detective, I was texting him on that day you came from the police station. Siwon's always such a quiet girl, but she was chattering about how much happier she'd be if her father was here too. So I asked him if he'd come by and say hello. But he's heartless, that man. So that would definitely be like... we still have another one to go up here. There we go. C1 is gone, so it's gonna be around here. Yeah. C1 is gone missing. Just the playground. Okay. When did you last see her? Might be before. I don't know. But this is obviously like close. Okay, birthdays. Nope. Okay. Doop 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 doop. Oh, do you think I just have these like disordered? Because all of these are very close to like opening of, I don't know. Anyways. Where are we? Playgrounds 3 hours ago. I'll tell you. Peace. Claims to be the culprit behind the disappearance. This is going to be a very late one. Siwon's father has surrendered himself. Oh, it's Siwon's father that... No, detective, you can't. Don't believe a word of what he says. I'll be at the station immediately. Everything he says is a lie. It was me. I made him do it. That's the grandma. What? It's all my fault. I'll be right there, detective. Don't you listen to anything he tells you. It's all my responsibility. So this is old lady. And then the one of... where is it? Where's the English teacher? There it is. I like to surrender myself. This is the father. And whereas the truth is she's dead. We don't know that that was the father also. Okay. Let's check out dead. Get anything new? Let's see here. Anything else over here that we can... more death time. So that one. Okay, well, there a special C1's name? We need to find like name or hospital. I feel like we saw that somewhere. Dude. She was talking about... Nope. Okay, case unsolved. Let's try that. Why did you turn yourself in? Surrender divorce time. Poop! C1's motherly view. I don't even know anything about this actual ex-English teacher. I don't even know who that is. What a red herring. Very tall. Did that lead to anything? Mr. Kim has to be the English teacher, right? But how do I, can I like move that? No, I can't move that while it's locked. Okay, so... Our office isn't exactly well staffed, so I'm on phone. This... Child caregiver, maybe? Could be that person. I'm just trying to see if I can order the dads in anything. She's solving the world's crimes. I mean, I don't know about the world's, but at least this little girl dying. Maybe. I don't know if she died or not. And how is it going? Melkeku? Playgrounds. So many things. I feel a bit like I'm just like not... Okay. Let's try it, because when we're not in that, we have these ones clicking. Let's see here. Are any of these... Testimony directly contradicts, yes. Let's just try this. Because we do know... God, who was it? Where was the... The mother said it? Oh, you know, this one is, this one's the grandmother, I think. Because I think we didn't have the grandmother when I first had unlocked that one. Where is, oh my gosh. This is the hard part about this, is just like trying to find, like, I know it said it somewhere, but I don't know where it said that the little boy was like at the stationery store. Okay. Okay, let's X that until we find it. Hold on, I want to go back to this because one of these is it's exactly as my daughter said. That's got to be the grandma. Oops, it's probably early in the conversation, right? Yep, there we go. Okay. Oh, the day C1 disappeared, which we have here. Ba, 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 ba. 2-5. Ooh, now is this American numbering system, or we'll assume 2-5. Oh, it's 2-3? Okay. Well, hey, I'm not gonna. Okay, so that was interesting. I don't know what he carries around. I think this guy is suspect. Reasons to suspect C1's mother. There are reasons. I don't know. Let's see here. We had death somewhere too, didn't we? Sorry, I know this all seems very haphazard. Or I feel like I'm being haphazard. I feel like I wish I could just zoom it out some, so I could see more like on screen at a time. Birthdays. There we go. That's what we needed. Birthdays. Chuidong, date of birth September 1972, male, spouse, see someone else. Deceased. Married March 5th. Oh, okay, so they were married in March 5th, 2000. And Siu died in 2009. So this is not the mother, though. So... Oh, okay, I get it. Choi Myung-ho is the brother. Child, Choi CO1. So neither of these are... What's her name? The mother? Oh, this gives us the mother's name. Okay, so her name is Seo Won-yeon. Young. Sorry. Okay. Did that, though, unlock her name for us? Because, I mean, that would be her name, yeah? But why does it say deceased? How did she die? Okay, we have that. Date of birth is already checked off. So death? Have to open the log. Okay, we don't have enough for that one yet. Crazy though. This is crazy. Because it says deceased on it. We have another school. We ever... That's for that. What he carries around, which I don't know what the brother carries around. We also need, again, to find where was... Well, surrender's clicking. You know what? Surrender over there is lit it up. Let's figure that out. Okay, see your mother has contacted you. Which is grandmother. It's exactly as you heard. Will you be coming to the police station together? That man was never one for prayer. No matter how deep you dug, he said, the spade would never know the smell of the earth. He refused to pray even once as our baby lay sick in the hospital. That's why he doesn't understand. That prayer is the reason we've been so blessed. All he ever did was get angry that he couldn't change anything with his own abilities. You said he turned himself in? If he really did take her, maybe it was because he couldn't afford child support payments. He's been complaining since last summer about how he was having a hard time keeping up with the payment schedule. I told him this was a critical time in Siuan's life, that he had to get his act together. We may be divorced, but he's still her father, even now. I suppose he's still trying to change things himself without even trying to pray. Well, okay, well, everything else in there is clicked off. Oh, Siuan's mother's birthday. We have that. 12/25. Where did that go? Down here. I love these ones. Hey. Okay, but we still don't have that. Okay. That's okay. Is there another phone call? We don't know. Where is anything not crossed off? Dead. There we go. How old was Siuan when Mrs. Shin Hyejeon first came to take care of her? I first met Hyejeon when Siuan was 4. That was a few years ago. When my wife died of illness, I was despondent, didn't know how I'd raise the kids. But, so, the Okay, I feel like my reading comprehension is stupid at some point here. Okay, so the kids were not out with their mother. They were out with the caretaker, for sure. I thought so. There was some, like, crisscross there that I felt like didn't make sense. When my wife died of illness, I was despondent, didn't know how I'd raise the kids, but Hyejeon was there to support us. They're called caregivers instead of nannies these days, aren't they? Hyejeon is my child's caregiver. She's been coming in to look after the kids ever since my wife was hospitalized. She befriended them instantly. I don't know how we could have coped without her. Siuan even calls her mom and treats her like one too. I could never thank her enough, but now I'm starting to think I relied on Hyejeon too much. I mean, she's not exactly family, is she? Okay, okay. Okay, okay, that unlocks a lot. That unlocks a lot. That also means that a lot of this that I have under the mom is probably not the mom, right? Yeah, I never leave the children alone when we're out together. This is probably the nanny, right? So yeah, so I think what's going on is that they were out with the nanny and not the mother, and I assumed it was the mother. Where did the nanny go? There it is. Right? Because that would make more sense. Which means the 333 one has to be her too, right? I was in the hospital for so long after I had... I mean, that has to be the mom, but maybe the kid ran away 2 different times, right? I don't know. This is getting very confusing to me. But I think the nanny had to be with them that day. Okay. Oh, we have a key almost? Okay. I mean, if they connect like this, does that mean that it's all definitely them? This is emergency. His own daughter is missing. Such a quiet. Okay, are you winning, son? I mean, I guess. I'm confused. So then would they have been getting taken care of by the grandmother and still be... No, we may be divorced, but he's still her father. I'm just so confused. Okay, we're just gonna focus on the other stuff. Okay. How could someone take... I heard her mother and brother were with her. They didn't see anything. Is this the one? She never shied away from any of us teachers. Huh. Okay. Crying divorce hurt. Very bone. Okay. Phone call. Do we have anything? This one? Day Siwon's mother was discharged from the hospital. I don't think I know that one. Yeon's birthday. Day she died. We definitely don't know when she died. We don't even know that she died. Okay. Oh, I think yes. Their relationship. We definitely have that over here. We know that they divorced. For sure. Somewhere. I think. No? We may be divorced? He's still her father? And that... Oh, I'm dumb. Dong and Hyejeon's relationship. Which I guess we don't really know a lot about, actually. School. But Young-ho, which we also don't really know. Okay. Yeah. Fucking phone call. The day the mother was discharged from the hospital, they talked about that. hospital. Go on death. Can't think of any more connected. Okay. Make sure we get all these crossed off. Just make it a little bit easier. Caregiver. Do we have anything to do with caregiver? Don't heal relationship. Fuck. That's all. Day she died. Playgrounds. Okay. You're like so close. Maybe we need to order stuff. Maybe ordering is kind of our problem here. So we can get a key. There we go. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so now we can get a key. A pre-entrance day absentee list. How is blacked out? Why didn't you report any of this to the authorities? Can I get this one? Use a key to unlock. Yes. Because we don't even know what that says, so I think it's the most interesting to unlock. Stationery store candy hurt. And maybe I'm dumb because maybe we don't have any of those clues left. I swear we still had. Oh, hospitalized. We were looking for a hospital. Yes, is there a special meaning to her name? Finally. I knew we had one somewhere. This will tell us when the mother was discharged, right? Siouan was born at 23 weeks. She weighed less than 700 grams. Her mother had just come out of the C-section, was about to be transferred to the ICU with the baby, but the nurse called for me. It was only for a few seconds, but she let me see Siouan. Siouan reminded me of Thumbelina, a fragile, precious little princess nestled in a bright red flower. She was so light I could barely feel her in my arms. I was scared she might float away if I so much as breathed in her direction. The nurse told me to have a look, but I didn't know how. I could barely see through my tears. I couldn't even get a proper look at my precious baby girl. And then, the first thing I did after that confusing meeting, I registered her birth. I sprinted straight from the hospital to the City Hall registration desk. I didn't stop to catch my breath. Then I wrote down her name, Siouan. Sio for rhinoceros and Wan for origin. It's an unusual name, I know. At the time, I was thinking of the old saying about marching forward like a lone horn of the rhino. I thought of that strength. I put all my weight into each stroke of the pen, every last one, hoping that the fragile piece of paper might help her somehow. That it might help root her to life, like a powerful anchor that kept her moored to us. Okay. Random. Obviously the dad. I have no idea where this would go. But definitely higher up. Him confessing, right? Oh, this is the son, isn't it? I feel like there's a lot that I have under the dad from the beginning. Oh, I put that in the wrong spot. There he is. you tell me now what happened when you last saw CO1? We always used to buy candy. I mean, this sounds like a child saying that, so that's why I think that. Anyways, you know that playground near the stationery store? I saw that boy a few days ago. He went from the playground straight to the store. Oh, this is where we were looking for. I also have no idea who said this. But this is what I was looking for that other thing. It's under the father. What were we doing here? Born at 23 weeks. It would be during the first questioning, probably, right? And even this, is there anything unusual about C1's activities? This is probably... I don't know. I don't know what that is. Anyways. So we wanted this one right here. Saw that boy a few days ago. He went from the playground straight to the store. Now, does it matter that I don't think this is under right thing? Yeah, okay, it doesn't. Because I have no idea who said that, but someone did. Now we just need to find time, lie, or candy. That one. Is there any? Nope. Nope. I was wondering if it would just like give it to me. I have to say, this format is like, there we go, time. It's just a little hard to search, but otherwise, like, this is a very interesting way to do like a detective, like, thing. And oh, I do love me a detective thing. Receive testimony that directly contradicts your claim. Ah, you're back, which means you're still searching, I take it. I tried to think of anyone suspicious I might have seen in the area, but nothing. But the truth is, well, yes, Myung-ho was here. Sorry for lying to you. I didn't think it was important. Well, you see, I didn't want you to think badly of Myung-ho. He's a good boy at heart. I'm very sorry, I truly am. I should have told you up front. What time did he come to the store again? A little after 3:30, I believe. Well, nothing was out of the ordinary. He looked like he was in a rush, and when I asked, he only said he had to go back quick. He went straight to the usual candy shelf and picked out a bag. So I assumed it was for Sia-1. It was her favorite brand. You know, the pink candy that's so big your cheek puffs up like a squirrel? I told you before, Myung-ho is very mature for his age. But that day, I saw him squatting in front of the greeting card shelf for a long time, candy still in hand. Eventually, he came up to the counter and paid for the candy. But he wouldn't look me in the eye. I thought it was strange, so I went over to the checkout shelf, and well, one of the cards was gone. I was disappointed in the boy, of course. Made up my mind to give him a stern talking to, but at the same time, well, I felt sorry for him. I can only imagine what went through his mind when he was squatting there in front of that shelf. Well, what greeting card? I think that's pretty important. What green card was it? Candy. Can I unlock this? Nice. This isn't your fault as much as it isn't Bianco's fault. I almost forgot to congratulate you. Happy birthday, Mrs. Shin. Today is your birthday, correct? I know this may not be the best time, but I think you should know. I paid a visit to the stationery store Mianho goes to for Siu-Wan's candy, and I spotted this. Apparently, Mianho picked up Siu-Wan's usual candy in a birthday card. The owner said he took a long time trying to decide which to get. I wondered why he'd get a birthday card of all things, but now I understand. Thank you. I always thought Mianho hated me. I wasn't trying to take his mother's place, but I assumed that's what he thought. How could I be so stupid? I should have known better, knowing how badly he'd been hurt. Detective? What happens to Siu-Wan's mother now? Okay, so Siu-Wan's mother is not dead. I'm just so confused. I mean, she's not dead, right? She's not dead for most of this, but then why did it say deceased? There's like some wounded Siu-Wan's mother. There's some shenaniganry going on here, and that is a word. You can quote me on it. We've been divorced for about 5 or 6 years. Sorry, just checking. I'm a monster, aren't I? Abandoning my wife when she needed me the most. But at the time, I thought it was all for the best, that we'd reach our limit and that we'd only hurt each other if we kept on living like this. That's what I told myself. When our eyes met, I would face the emptiness inside, and it was excruciating because I knew that void could never be filled. If only we could have cried it out together and kept each other going. But we struggled to help each other. We were making no progress at all. And one day, we realized that it hurt more to deal with our pain together than alone. So we chose to go our separate ways. That was our decision. To run from our wounds instead of confronting them. To let the blade drop on the guillotine. Except, I don't know that she felt the same way. Okay, father obviously said that. Yeah, let's check out more about your divorce, sir. Ooh, we unlocked so many things. Alright, explain to me how you took Siu-Wan. I was a junior high school English teacher all my career, ever since I finished teachers, college, and military service. But after the divorce, I quit my job at the school and started tutoring and doing cram school gigs. And well, my income isn't particularly stable. I needed the money. I'm sorry. I went to the playground intending to kidnap any child who seemed to be alone. I was there for more than 30 minutes and saw a little girl playing by herself for a long time. So I lied to her. But once I brought her with me, I got scared. I didn't know how I would even ask her parents for a ransom. That's how it was. I was afraid and decided to stop. Nothing more. So this really is the ex-high school teacher. Or ex-English teacher, I mean. But he didn't actually take her. Interesting. It's not your fault, Mianko. Nobody in your family is responsible. Please don't lie to me. Okay. But I told you there's no need for lying. Okay, okay. Oh. We can do this one now, right? No, we can't. What am I saying? I keep mixing up names. Okay, Kia Jiang is not the mother. That's the caregiver. Which we still don't know enough stuff about. What Mianko carries around, I still don't actually know. Pride. Don't have a key. So this, can you tell me anything about the life at kindergarten? How to be the school sun class teacher, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Support center. Sure. So maybe this is the stationary guy, actually. Seem to know their family well. I feel like that's him, right? Yeah. Because of how he was talking about the kid, the son. He seems very like, oh, the boy is just too mature for his age. He's got so much on his shoulders. Okay. So what here? This one. Where is she now? I don't. No. What he stole. We know what he stole. That was part of this guy's testimony, right? No, it was technically part of the caretaker's testimony. She's the one that told us. Right? No. Fuck. I just had it, I swear. We just knew what he stole. He stole the birthday card, but who told us that? Was it the stationery guy? I mean, he told us that he was in front of the greeting card shelf, right? Went straight to the usual shelf. Squatting in front of the greeting card shelf. Oh, okay. Yeah, what he had done. And then the caregiver was the one who was like, birthday mission. Damn it. I was the one who said that. How do I like forget stuff so quick? We just read it. Just read it. Like yada yada when I realized. What? my memory is so stupid. Where is that? I mean, it was definitely the caregiver, but did I just not, like, put it where it belonged? Like, forget? Well, in a birthday card. Oh, I guess I'm the one who said that? I guess we don't have enough for that. Well, let's see here. See if we can unlock more stuff. Nope. A phone call, divorce. What is this one? Yojan's location when CO1 vanished. We do know that one. No, what? I thought she said she was on the phone. I guess that's just her account. Okay. This has to be the day that the girl disappeared, right? Has to be the girl's birthday. 2, 3. Because he bought her a card and that's why she was like, right? I guess there's something I thought me and Co hated me. I'm trying to take his mother's place. Mango picked up C1's usual candy and a birthday card. The owner said he took a long time trying to decide which one to get. I wondered why he'd get a birthday card of all things, but now I understand. Okay, so there's something that I'm missing here. Okay. Let's just go a different direction then. There we go. Unlock something instead. When was the last time you saw CO1's father? Do you call him often? What's that man got to do with CO1 going missing? We cut off all contact years ago. The nerve of him walking out after what happened to the girl. Detective, what I mean is, CO1 was always sickly. Sorry. But that man divorced my daughter, leaving her to care for the poor baby alone. But well, he's not the sort of man who'd take her away from under her mother's nose. It's something serious, detective. This is obviously Granny. Right? Right. You know, the day C1 died, is that the day she went missing? Or is it like a couple days after? No? Okay. Don't know. You know, the reason the English teacher needs funds. Not the divorce. My income isn't particularly... I needed the money. Okay, so he didn't need it because of him saying he needed it. Okay. We need more information. Junior high school. Fuck. What he carries around. I feel like some of these I should be able to do. Reasons to suspect CO1's mother. I really don't know about that one. Because it says 3. I have no idea. I feel like I don't know what to point to exactly. Young Ho's testimony that shows his mixed feelings. We haven't, like, gotten... a lot of this kid's testimony. I feel like that's the, like, hard part. Is there anything that... lying. Okay, we gotta do some rearranging. I think that's like all there is to it, right? We don't city hall. Got this. I guess this could be earlier. Doesn't matter. Certificate issue February 4th, 2012. I think this one's definitely first. Where were you on... who were you on the phone with the afternoon of February 3rd? There you go. I feel like I don't know the father and her's relationship. Like... Okay. There is going to be an ad break, so just warning everyone. Discharged from where? Another question. I'm just gonna sit here and try and figure stuff out. Oh, name! Is there a special meaning for name? Why is name clicking? Okay, we still didn't unlock anything. So, you guys are gonna go do an ad, about 30 seconds. I'm gonna just see if I can arrange some of these correctly. I also need to relook at, I think, all the ones in the dad's thing, because I think I just have a lot here that isn't here. This is, I think, the mother. I got a call from my mother. Grandmother is her mother, I think. try it. Nice. Oh, this was the other one. Okay, so we unlocked something, but not like actual. We just unlocked this turned from pink to blue. Okay, so I think the problem I'm having is I think the person who died is not the children's mother. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? No, I think the divorce is the difference, right? Is that what I... So, we've been... No. Fuck. I don't know. I keep thinking, like, is this someone else? Told us you when Miss first came to take care of her. When my wife died of illness, I was despondent. I didn't know how I'd raise the kids. So, see, like, is this someone... I don't know. Fuck. My big problem here is I keep going back and forth on not knowing... Like, there's stuff here that has to be... This might be the caretaker. The caretaker was there. She feels guilty, right? I don't know. It could be the mom, though, too, right? Wandered off, she didn't stroll away. We're running out of time. Mobilize the forest. TikTok. Knows what they're doing. Steam. I mean, this could be the caretaker. This could be the mother. What was the other thing? There was something else here. This one, I think, is the caretaker. There we go. That helps. Okay. So now that is her order. He won't tell you any. Let's see here. Where were we here? So this was her disappearing a previous time, I think. Yep, there we go. Stay on the line. Have you had contact with her father? I guess that wasn't a previous time, right? The date? Okay. So yeah, this is gonna be something we have to unlock. And there's also one more here that probably is here. Let's see, your playground, anything? Got a lot. We got a lot going on. AC one's discharged. Okay, so we have a thing here. I'm thinking we undo, God, this one might give us more information. This one might help us complete this column, pre-entrance day absentee list. Name and birthday. It also gives us a birthday. Let's try this one. Why didn't you report any of this to the authorities? I feel like that one's gonna give us a lot of information, right? And we definitely had like time, I think, somewhere. Oh, cried. There we go. Why aren't you reporting this to the authorities? She was with us exactly 108 days. That's the time CO1 lived and breathed with us. If only I could have held her at least once, kissed those little cheeks, or at least if only I'd been able to hear her cry, then maybe I would have been able to accept it. CO1's mother still had milk for a baby who's gone. The crib was still so warm, and it never seemed to get colder. So how could I possibly file that report? Looking back was her name. Her name was the problem. It's my fault for coming up with that name. I can't tell you how much I regret it. Instead of giving her strength, that name marched her forward all alone like the rhino's horn straight past us, like a gust of wind. She slipped through our fingers, attached to nothing in the world at all. So C1 died as a baby? Then what is this child did? What? So was this the father? I can't even move this one. Can I not move anything right now? Can't. I think there's like something going on here. Something like important. How C1's grandmother instructed. What? Okay, I'm starting to get very. There's a lot going on here. We have a lot of stuff that. That connects with this. Okay, so, yep, so. The truth is, C1, she's dead. She's been dead all this time. She was with us 108 days. That's the time C1 lived. Okay. Okay, so we really need to figure out some of this timeline stuff. There's something that we're missing with this. This one's stuck here though, so it is definitely teacher. I probably need to do some math here, huh? So we need to figure out C1's birthday so we can figure out where she died. We also need birthday somewhere. Or caregiver. Oh, got a caregiver. Yep, right here. Boom. Nice. Nice. Shin, date of birth. Okay, we got our date of birth. Is this the 6th? Okay. Client. We hereby certify that the above caregiver has been assigned the above client since July 1st, 2009. Certificate issued February 4th. Rihana Support Center. Yep. Okay. So we're good on that. Boop. Make sure we just cross that off. Okay. So we had over here 2-6. There we go. So that helps. And then where was the relationship, right? We had, is that gone now? Did we already do that one? Oh, we already did that one. Okay. Okay, so now we need hurt, silence, promise. You got anything on lie? No. Okay. Lie again. Oh, date of birth. What's that one? Okay. Maybe like just complete this whole column, which is nice. Tried that. Does he won't tell you anything means silence? It does. Okay. There we go. Silence is a heavy burden for a 5th grader, but Mienko refused to give in, so I investigated everyone I could. Residents, passerbys, local businesses, everyone. There's a little indent in the wall behind the flower beds. You can see the playground from there, but not the other way around, at least for the children playing there. That's where you were hiding, wasn't it? To watch over them from afar? When I went to the playground, I would hear the other mothers gossip about me and the children. Mienko would have heard it too. I understand why people get the wrong idea. Siwon calls me mommy, so it didn't hurt if Mienko hated me. I could only imagine how he felt whenever his sister called me that. A few weeks ago, Mienko told me to stay away from him, so I just wandered around for what seemed like forever and found that spot. Mienko, I know he must hate the fact that I exist, but I might not be his mother, but still, I promised Won-young that I would take care of them both, and now look at what's happened. I only looked away for a second. I only took a second to rest because I'd been standing on my toes the whole time. Ooh. Okay. Actually, this probably does go under. We know you weren't at the playground, right? Okay. Let's see what else we got here. You know what he stole? I just wish I, knew what to click on to take that one. Daejong's location with C1 vanished. No, we have that. We super have that. Okay. We still gotta, order around some stuff, right? Oh, this is the English teacher. Ex-English teacher. Right? No. I'm so confused who this ex-English teacher is. C1 is dead, she's been dead this whole time. And he definitely is the one with the rhino thing. So, is the father not the father? His father's C1's mother, ex-English teacher. Oh! We also don't know C1's mother's name. Which is why this is so... I think these two names being blacked out is a whole weird thing, right? Okay, so this has to be this has to be this guy, because he talks about the rhino thing, right? The name meaning. So this information had to come from him. Yes, so these two are together and they are definitely here. So, what else am I missing then? So grateful to her. This also, I still know is not father. I just don't know who it is. Okay. So is this one also maybe the English teacher? Just try it, right? Yes, okay. Weird, okay. Let's see what's mother do. Sticking so close to that boy. So did someone? I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know on this one. I saw that boy a few days ago. Straight to the store. We're wondering why C1 was sticking so close to that boy. I don't know who that one is. Let's put it back at the father's because that's like my place to store things. Okay, so I think is this also him then? Okay. So is this one also probably the caregiver? And I'm just taking everything out of the father's column. Was there anything unusual about C1's activities? 2 playgrounds normally alternate. So, yeah, no, that wouldn't make sense. Because she would be referring to herself in third person. Okay, that makes sense. So then we ask about the caregiver. This, children are forced to grow up fast is the one where I'm like, maybe that one is about the kindergarten teacher's testimony. When her father is around. Yeah, I had no idea who this one was. Maybe this is the caregiver? There we go. That makes sense. Oh, I got another key. Okay, we need this. Free entrance today, absentees. We need that. Date of birth. Number of absentees, 4. List of absentees. CEO Hojun, Kim Beelman, yada yada. Kim Siwon. Date of birth. 2004, 4/3. Okay, so 108 days after April 3rd. Okay, we're Googling. Because I'm not doing that kind of math. July 20th. Got it. Got it. Okay, so where was that? Day C1. Ah, there it is. No. The day her mother was discharged. What happened to the day she died? Not one of these? Ah, there it is. What did I say? I already forgot. July 20th. Okay, 7. Yeah, stop. There we go. Okay. God, this is wild. That, I did not expect this kind of turn. Divorce surrender unsolved case. Left the case unsolved. You have that one somewhere. Case unsolved. Why did you turn yourself in? Mr. Kim Dang-seok, even the victim's family hasn't reported. This isn't just about taking the fall for Song Min-young, is it? What? I heard she reported Siwon missing. When Min-young's mother told me, I was worried for Min-young, but at the same time I was a little glad. After we got divorced, she was in therapy for a long time. We should have gotten help back when she began to think Siwon was alive but missing. No, as soon as Siwon passed away, Min-young was finally discharged. That's Siwon's actual mother. Siwon was finally discharged from the hospital on Siwon's birthday. Ooh, that's information we need. We went to visit her grave together, and as she ran her hand over the grave, her eyes were empty. There was no hope. Bin Young is still chained to that day, circling round and round that moment forever. I started to think that she'd completely given up. She was utterly spent. There was no drive left in her eyes. I began to doubt she would ever recover. I think that's why I was relieved to hear that she set out to find Siwon. Because now she at least had something to live for, something that would sustain her and keep her alive. Maybe she knew that too deep down. Maybe that was why she reported Siwon missing. Maybe she thought Siwon was better missing and alive than dead. That the missing persons report would anchor her to this world, just like I hoped her with her birth certificate. She was grasping for a lifeline just like me. I know this sounds ridiculous, but this is the whole reason I'm here, Detective. I want to make a request. Could you please mark this missing person's case as unsolved? Please. Please let Siwon live. Let her live forever somewhere far, far away. Oh, shit. That gives us his name now. Nice. And Minyong. Song Minyong is... Oh. Siwon isn't Siwon. At all. Yeah, okay, so leave the case unsolved. It's gonna come right after this one. Yeah. So he starts with this. Starts by turning himself in. Okay. Okay, and so then this... She's just fucking bonkers. Oh my god, and so then here... When she says under that blanket, she must be tired, she's just actually... She's actually, like, just crazy. Okay. Huh. So who is this guy then? See, did you happen to see this boy when you went to the playgrounds to find Siwon? Is this the mother then? Is the mother. So I think this last one down here isn't her, right? Does Siwon have any favorite places? I do still think this might be character. Not sure where it fits in, but... Oh, okay. Jeez. I did not expect this game, for being like just a little text game or whatever, to like be so twisty-turny. The day Siwon's mother was discharged was Siwon's birthday, which is 4/3. Okay. So now we just have to figure out, like, who and how someone orchestrated. No. So Choi Mienko. So CU1 is Kim. And then there was also Choi CU. Huh. So his wife is dead. Okay. There was something else that we were trying to find. I mean, we know what he stole. I still don't know how to, like, prove that one. Comes to see once. That one's like very late, right? There we go. Makes sense. That's gotta be like the last one. What happens to CU1's mother now? Gotta be like the last itch. Try these in various places. Okay. This is all the beginning questioning. Let's see if this connects to that. No. This one might still be the father. That one could. There we go. That's the father. Okay. Now we have, this is our last key. Open the lock. Okay, so now we need lie, playground, kidnapping, phone call, playground. Okay. We have a lot of playgrounds in random places. Lie. Oh, that helps. Boom, this one. It's not your fault, Mienho. Nobody in your family is responsible for this. But I told Auntie not to come to the playground. I told her to stay away. I said I could take CU1 without her. It is my fault. I'm the one who made Auntie go away. It's just if we're all at the playground together, we'd look like a family, and Mom would see CU1 call Auntie Mom. I know Mom's not really watching us from heaven. I know she was lying, but I didn't want her to be sad. It's not Auntie's fault. I'm the one who told her not to come with us. Okay, so... So Auntie is Gajion. What do we have here? His testimony shows that he has mixed feelings, which definitely is Mom would see. No? Come on. I think all of these, like, okay, they're not directly saying that he doesn't like the ant, but he stole, I still don't know where to find that. I mean, reasons to suspect the mother. I feel like we do know now a lot of reasons to suspect the mother. Oh, wait. Jigsaw puzzle master. See, now you remember. Someone turned himself in. But you're still suspicious of Siowan's mother. Are you misremembering something? No, that's not it. My memories are hazy and out of order, but those weren't the exact conversations. Siowan's father clearly said, keep her completely out of her mother's reach. That's why he wanted to keep the case unsolved. And there was more testimony. Alright then, let's start by looking for reasons to suspect Siowan's mother. Your doubts about her will unveil more of your clouded memories, because it's absolutely true that Siowan's mother is the reason the girl went missing. So yeah, keep her out of the reach. Where is... Okay. She began to think that Siowan was alive? No. Come on, she... Huh. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess I only know one reason to suspect her mother. The reason he needs funds. Do we even... Yeah, I quit my job at the school and started tutoring and doing cram school kids. Yeah, I tried all that, right? But isn't this a lie anyway, so who really cares? What? I should finish reasons we suspect Siowan's mother. Okay, so we definitely have enough for this. I just don't know. Huh. Okay, what's the last one then? I mean, all of this just kind of lends itself to her being fucking bonkers, right? So I'm just not really sure what... Okay. Quiet girl, yada yada yada. I'm just kind of trying everything. Nope, I have no idea. I feel like there's something somewhere. I should find... God damn it. Are you like gonna lock me into that? Okay. What did we have here? Phone call, kidnapping, playground. So is Siwon's grandmother is related to Choi? Yeah. Confused about this lady. So is this maybe the father? There's something he always carries around and never leaves home without. Like, that's what I want to know, but... Okay, so this is the father, and I think it's talking about the death of the mother, right? Because his wife died. Claims to be the culprit. Suwon's father has surrendered himself. This could be Suwon's. Okay, missing something in Mianko's testimony. Oh, we still need phone call, kidnapping, playground. Doop, 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 doop. Yeah, if I could just control F, that'd be great. Very cool. Playground. Boop. Me back hurts. You mean Siwon was taken because she was mistaken for Miss Song Myeon's late daughter? I asked Min Young what happened. She said she heard someone call Siwon's name and finally found her after going from one playground to the next. It was a boy, probably the girl's brother. He was telling her to wait. Wait right here, Siwon. She didn't tell me anything else, but I could guess what happened. Minyeon must have gone back and brought her back, like a mother picking up a child who'd gone out to play. The girl was so sweet, too, calling my daughter Auntie. So Auntie isn't the... I thought the brother was saying Auntie for the caregiver, but as... Okay, I don't know. I'm sorry, Detective, I really am. I should have called right away, but then I couldn't bear to do it, not until you paid that visit. After you dropped by, I was terrified. My hands were shaking and I found myself dialing a number. Calling Siwon's father. I told him that Minyeon seemed to have brought home a stranger's child and pleaded with him to get the girl back to her parents. I would cause a diversion, I said, so he could get the girl away from Minyeon. This makes sense. Okay. I know she may not be well, but I didn't want my daughter to end up as a kidnapper. I was being shameless, I know. I knew exactly what I was doing, Detective, but until Siwon's father turned himself in, even though he's done nothing wrong, I thought we could act as if nothing at all had happened, sweep it all under the rug, knowing full well that Siwon's father is just as precious a child to his parents as Myung is to me. Well. Very interesting. But you're not being contrite, you're lying to me. Interesting. Okay. Oh, find the reasons to suspect Siwon's mother. God damn it. What's this other one? This is the thing I'm having trouble with, right? Because there's like one more thing here. To suspect her. I mean, all this is like they've pretty much just laid it out. This lady lost her baby, went nuts, and stole a child that she heard have the same voice. But this is an emergency. I mean, this whole story reads like a crazy person story. Security heard whatever to my mother's house, and then this happened, and this happened, and this happened. We all forgot her? Oh, that was so random. Okay, well, we got it. Recently the kids asked to go to a different playground. So it had to have been, yeah. Again, she called her auntie, so she had to have met them before, right? Do you really think Mr. Kim is the culprit? I don't know. Do you really suspect him, detective? Even if he were in financial trouble, I don't think he would stoop that low. Instead, Detective, I'm not trying to defend Gang Seok. I'm only telling you what I saw. There was a woman sulking around that playground, always hanging back. I thought she was suspicious because I kept running into her when I went around looking for Siwon. She was in her 30s or early 40s, a little on the tall side, maybe around 10 centimeters taller than me. She was always looking at the playground from afar, always behind the wall, behind the flower bed. You wouldn't see her unless you were really looking. But she could probably keep an eye on the kids at the playground if she really craned her neck. I saw her there, standing on her toes, trying to look over the wall. By the way, detective, what was the name of that girl Gang Seok confessed to taking? This was my conversation with Siwon's mother, right? Probably. Don't understand. She asked as if she knows the man who turned himself in. And asks about her kidnapped daughter as if she's a stranger. It's frightening. Was she having a disassociative episode? Ma'am, do you remember the things that made you stand on your toes? What does that have to do with anything? In my case, I only really stood on my toes for one reason. Affection. To keep my eyes on something or someone that I really cared about. Ma'am, you were on the force for nearly 30 years. This is the only case you left unsolved. Remember how you closed that file and placed it on the cabinet? Were you standing on your toes? Oh, did she not solve it because she didn't want to get anyone in trouble because this is like a really sad situation? Haejeon's location. Yes. We know this. And it was just in here. Oh. We know this one too, actually. Where was it? I told him that Myung seemed to have a child and plead with him to get the girl back. It's one of these. Okay. There we go. Got that there. Gang Seok. Oh. That clear dog. this bad boy. When did Miss Song Mian set out to find Sia1? It must have been when she got the notice saying Sia1 was due to start elementary school. It pushed her completely over the edge. We got the notice from City Hall last December. I checked most of Binyon's mail before she does, Detective. We have no idea what might set her off. With this notice about Sia1 starting school, my heart nearly stopped. I had no idea that they'd never reported her death. There it was on the document, Sia1's name printed clear. I could only imagine how it would make Binyon feel. No, I'm sorry, Detective. I'm not the victim here. I don't deserve to wallow in pity like this. Oops, I forgot to... We will pause for a second, because ads just ran. I forgot to snooze them. I also need to stretch my back, so hold up 1 minute. Okay. I'm not the victim here. I don't deserve to wallow in pity like this. I can only apologize. At the time I balked, I was frozen, and Mignon saw me and read the notice. She looked so happy. She smiled so brightly. I hadn't seen her so delighted in, well, it must have been years. The pre-entrance day was at the end of December, and Mignon insisted we had to go out and get Sia1's uniform fitted. She was fussing about getting all her shots and picking up school supplies, and wondering why Sia1 was taking so long to come home. That's when it started, I think. She went around all the local playgrounds looking for Sia1. Yikes. Yikes. Let's go first. I think that one's still early, right? Yeah. Oh, why didn't I ever... Yeah, that was obvious. I just did never order those. We have another key. Not being contrite, you're lying to me. Time. Does time lead to anything? Not anything we have open? Oh. Name. Who was around when Siuan was taken? What was she wearing? In which direction did you take her? Couldn't answer any of these questions. Mr. Kim. This confession that you're the kidnapper, it could take away Song Myun's chance to repent and seek forgiveness for herself. We can't wait for her to recover before setting things right. You know she'll be racked by guilt. Could you live with that on your shoulders? Your ex-mother-in-law is in the next room. She told us everything. Consider how she might feel, having just reported her own daughter to protect you. You've been financially supporting your ex-wife's therapy all these years under the pretext of child support. This won't be much different. Just take a step back and support her from afar. She has a long battle ahead of her, being treated in custody. Detective? Where did it all go wrong? Did I mess up from the beginning? Siwon's name. I never should have given her that name. Now, do you understand why Kim is still missing to this day? Kim Siwon is still missing to this day. Yes, she's dead. No, I want to uncover everything. Great work, ma'am. Now you remember everything? Do you understand why Siwon's case was never solved after all this time? Thank you for telling me that she came home safely, that I didn't doom a little girl to her death. Thank you, truly. I remember how surprised I was when I first saw this case. Everyone involved was lying for one reason or another, whether it was to protect a loved one or to keep a promise to someone important. What about you, Your Honor? Are you keeping a secret for someone just like them? Actually, yes, for your sake. Cold case detective. Cold case team doesn't usually take on cases like Siuon's. I want to go and finish. No! Let me go and finish, like, unlocking everything. The police get more than 20,000 missing children reports every year. The cold case team just doesn't have the capacity. One quiet disappearance in a sea of violent, unsolved cases. Jesus, the music is so loud. No one would have spared the case a second thought. But I couldn't tear my eyes away, not when I saw that name. What? Her name was Kim Siuwon. That's Siu for rhinoceros and Won for origin. Just like me, we're the same age too. Wait, you can't mean. Ma'am, look at my badge. It's me, Choi Siuwon. Missing girl you found. That's very sweet ending. But let me go back and finish! Please? I don't like that I left so much unfinished, and I don't want to, like, redo everything. It's me, Choi Siuwon. Please don't cry, ma'am. Are you really her? Are you really Siu? I'm so sorry. I failed you completely. Don't say that, ma'am. Always be grateful to you. I don't deserve your gratitude. I never found you. It's only technically true. You remember what Kim Siuwon's grandmother said, right? Here, I even have a copy of her testimony. Senior Inspector Jeon's visit was the reason I somehow clicked out of that. Or confessed, right? I was only following protocol, just doing my job. Ma'am, I'm an adult now and I know what work is like. No one followed that protocol back in the day and they still don't. But you were different. You carried out your duties to the letter, even though you could have slacked off and been perfectly covered by paperwork from City Hall. That's the reason I made it back home. Let me go back and unlock everything, please. After all these years, I tracked down all the people involved in the case one by one. I spoke with Kim Siuwon's family, my father, my brother, and my dear mother, Yeonjeong. Everyone asked me to pass on their thanks to you. This isn't my first time visiting you, you know. Miss, I turned a blind eye to the suffering of so many people in my career. You might thank me, but I still... Alright then, let's do this. I'll set aside time for you later. Some time to look back and blame yourself and feel guilty over everything. But right now, we're racing against the clock. It took longer than I expected to piece your memories back together. This isn't our first conversation, is it? Then you know that my mind is being constantly bleached. What could possibly be more important? That's exactly the reason I need your help. Before those memories disappear again. Remember Song Minyoung, the woman who took me away and reported your daughter, or her daughter, missing? She was sentenced to 1 year of treatment in institutional custody, wasn't she? Yes, the sentence ended ages ago, but she's still in custody. But how? Once you're institutionalized, you can't be discharged without special approval. And Song Minyoung hasn't been granted a single psychiatrist's evaluation. Don't you think she needs our help? Tell me, miss, does that mean you've forgiven Song? This isn't about forgiveness, ma'am. It's abundantly clear, even from a purely bureaucratic perspective, that we need to do something. C1's case is still marked as open, and no case should remain unsolved. This is very sweet, but let me go back. I didn't know when I said yes, I understood what was going on, that it was going to end the game. Please let me. Well. I mean, how to enter water without getting wet. Great name. Are you gonna let me go back and unlock everything? Yeah, I'm glad that you're thanking me for playing. And let me go unlock everything. I don't know what the little kid carried around with him all the time. Do you have to resume? Can resume work? There. You have to go all the way through everything? Oh no, thank God. Okay, cool. Woo, we're back. We can still unlock stuff. Okay, we have this one now. From the grandmother's testimony, yeah? So we know he was paying for her. He was paying for her therapy. Apparently not very good therapy. Where is it? Okay, close. Hold on. Also, this is the grandmother, right? There we go. Where was it? She set out to find yada yada. I'm missing it again. Where like I know it said somewhere that he was paying for his wife's therapy. That was the grandmother who said this. And now I just can't find it. Okay, let's... What he carries around. Sure. Except I definitely don't know where this one is. Oh, it's not even like... See? Interesting. Like, it lets me click on it, but then I'm not seeing anything I'm even able to, like, click on. Oh, it's the whole thing. But the plus mark? Don't know this though. Is this like a picture thing? Oh. Close. That's all I want. What's going on? Okay, I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what he stole. If I can do pictures, then can I do picture at the dish one? Picture at... No? I'm so confused about this one. Like, we know that he took a birthday card. Oh. I thought I clicked that before. Okay. Okay. I don't really get that one. That's okay. We need lie, silence, and death. That sounds fine. Playground again. Oops. That. playground. We know you weren't at the playground. I understand you didn't want to cause Yanko any more guilt. But you should have known better. How did you know? I told him he didn't need to say anything. He knows he doesn't have to tell you. It wasn't his fault C1 is missing. It wasn't your fault, Yanko. I should have been watching you even if you didn't want me close by. That's what I told him. I made sure he knew that I was the one who lost C1, not him. That's still sad. Didn't need to say anything. This counts as silence. What if I told you there's no need for lying now? What if your lie is the bad kind? The kind that's only going to hurt Auntie and C1? Why is not saying anything a lie? If I tell you, if I say what really happened, then Auntie sounds like the bad guy, but she's a good person. It's my fault, not Auntie's. It's all my fault. Please don't lie to me, Manco. Didn't you say that Auntie was telling the truth? Auntie told me that lying's not about what's good, but what's necessary. She said lying wasn't always a bad thing. It's the bad lies that are really bad. Mom said she'd watch over me from heaven. She said she'd watch over us even after she died, but that was a lie, right? There's no such thing as heaven, but C1 doesn't know that. She's so stupid. Mom was lying, but does that mean that Mom was a bad person? Yeah, sure, why not? Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, so after we convince him, stop lying, and he tells us what happened, and now all of that is that. Okay. And then this one, I think goes like that. Oh, look, that one's all cleaned up and perfect now. What do we got here? Reason the English teacher needs funds. I know it said it somewhere that he was paying for... Oh, I said it. Even financially supporting your ex-wife's therapy all these years. You know, I thought I clicked that before too. The child support one. I thought I did. Okay, we're at C1 now, which will probably give us the, like, other thing. Does this one go like this? No. Still, like, out of sequence here somehow. What are we looking for? Probably just any words at this point are fine. Fine. There we go. We're at C1 now. Excuse me. She's with her family. I made sure she had something to eat for dinner before I dropped her off. Once I brought her to the playground where I first found her, she knew exactly how to get home. I rang the doorbell and stood at the entrance waiting for her parents. It was only a few seconds, but in that short time, I wondered again and again if I should just leave the girl there and run. Detective, I was being stupid. I was stupid to kidnap her, and I'm still being foolish now, having the nerve to feel guilty about it all. The girl's father, he pulled the girl tight into his arms and wept. I knelt in front of him to apologize, but he bowed so low I thought he'd fall, and he thanked me. He thanked me for bringing her home safe. What I did was indefensible. I will accept my punishment. I know that won't make up for the suffering I caused their family, but I will live out the rest of my life in sincere contrition. So let's see here. I mean, that's gotta be like. There's that. Okay, so maybe this is not the final thing. Oh. There we go, and then just flip these two probably. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. We're missing one more. Confirmation she is alive. Exactly where that is. Maybe. Where did I just put it? Okay, and then what he carries around? I'm still confused on this one. Oh, is it the umbrella? Is it? Because that was in that one picture, right? There it is. I was confused because that's like the only like picture one that we like got. So I just was uncertain how that worked. Okay, where are we? There we go, school. The umbrella, you mean? That's right. Whether he's going to school or some outing, he's always got an umbrella in hand. It's been that way since my wife passed. There was something she always told the kids when she was in the hospital. She promised that she'd go ahead to heaven and watch over them from above. Myung-ho didn't say anything. All he did was sit in the distance and sigh, as I recall. I think he wanted to tell her there was no such thing as heaven. That if she wanted to watch over him, she should do it from Earth. It wasn't long before she passed. I only noticed after some time that Myung-ho always took an umbrella with him when he left the house. Then I remembered the exact promise his mother made. Thank you. I'm going to check out all the quartz, because please don't chew any. I will have to evict you. It's okay, Cammy. She's just checking stuff out. I mean it, Myung-ho, about this then. Since I won't be able to pick you up from school on rainy days, I'll ask God to stop the rain if you ever forget your umbrella. Sorry, I'm just making sure my cat doesn't. She really likes to chew cords. Making sure that since she's on the desk, she doesn't like get into anything. Wait, are you sniffing daddy's stuff? Tammy, calm down. Okay, anyways. Boop. What do we got over here? Is you one? All right. She says she had a great time at Auntie's house, and that when she said she missed me, she was brought straight back home. I'm sorry I didn't contact you sooner. I knew you were out there searching, but I was too caught up in the moment. I didn't ask any questions. All I knew was that my daughter was gone for 3 days, but now she was back. And I know this sounds strange, but all I could say was thank you over and over again. I could bow 100 times over and it wouldn't be enough. C1's back completely unharmed, and that's good enough for me. Detective, C1 is, well, she's been hurt in the past, and I can only blame myself for adding yet another wound to her young heart. Tell me, did that man surrender to the police? Well, he did. He's just not the one that technically did it. Okay, so this is actually at the end. No? Oh, so is this not him? Is this the grandma? There you go. That makes sense. Okay, look at that. We have 2 extra keys. We completed everything. I feel much better now. Because I cannot not 100% something like this. We were so close to it. Great work, ma'am. Now you remember everything. Do you understand why C1's case was never solved? Yes, thank you for telling me she came home. Didn't do that little girl to death. Thank you. I remember how surprised I was when I first saw this case. Everyone involved was lying. Yada, yada, yada. What about you? For your sake. Shoop. Unlock this. Use a key to open lock. Yes. Boop. Adam. Secret I've been keeping for your sake. It's been 12 years now. 12 years since the case, and since I retired from the missing persons team. 12 long years. What? Oh, it's me. I was busy for the first 5 years. A lawyer friend asked me to take on a paralegal job. It was hard work getting used to a new position at that age. But I suppose that would only be an excuse. The truth is, I thought I'd resolved things well enough. A decent end for everyone involved. Wait, what do you mean? I'd put the case out of my mind for so long. You were still chained helplessly to that lie I told. Each painful day of your life stretched out into years. I'm so sorry I'm late, Miss Song Min Young. I don't understand. Are you trying to deceive me? Your ex-husband couldn't make it today. But I'm Gyong. Because he's at the rally outside the Human Rights Commission. I'm the one who retired from the force. I'm the one who was racked with guilt. You lived out your sentence years ago. The one who tried to die. Miss Song Min Young. Oh. Oh, that's sad. I guess it's less sad than the other one, maybe? Both are sad endings. Miss Song Min Young, each time we revisited these memories, you became someone else. At times you became Siyuan, searching for her mother. Today you became a detective, despairing at her failure to find the little girl. I'm Song Min Young. We've been having this conversation again and again for months now. Just like you said, those conversations you remembered were real. The only difference is that I was the one who heard those exchanges, not you. The memories we unearthed today are a mix of your personal experiences and your memories of everything I told you. And you piece together those fragments, determining who said what and where. But you haven't quite found out who was doing the listening. It's time to put the final puzzle piece in its place. Complete the mirror that will show you who you really are. Min Young, let's get you out of this place. Let me get you to a doctor, somewhere you can get proper treatment. I can help you. Miss Song Min Young? But if you're really me, if you're really Jian Young, why? Why go so far when you're not even on the force anymore? That's the same question I once asked Siwon. Let me give you the same answer she gave me. Siwon's case is still marked as open, and no case should remain unsolved. Aww, this game had 2 sweet endings, kind of. It was really good, though. I mean, I'm super into this kind of stuff. I love I love little detective things, so that was a lot of fun. And it seems like everything works streaming wise. Internet seems to be super solid. We didn't have any dips or drops or anything like that, so I mean, I think stuff came out fine. We will next time have to play some League. We might do Mayhem. I've been doing a lot of Mayhem lately, so we might do Mayhem. Get the like music stuff going. It's a philosophy that seems to be increasingly prevalent in our world. We live in an age where the law of the jungle is seen as a given, fueling rage and hate across society. So I would like to express my heartfelt support for those who resist, those who withstand the mockery and condescendence digging in their heels for what is right. I made this game with faith that when we show kindness to others for no benefit of our own, we bring about change in a world of stagnation and alter the course of people's lives. It is my hope that this game brings encouragement for the jellyfish of the world, still drifting in a sea of loneliness. Oh, that was very cute. Well, that was lovely. I also have like so many, because I never stopped buying like little games that I kept being like, oh, this would be a perfect stream. So I have so many games that I'm just like, this would be a good stream game. Like, it's kind of funny. There's a lot that I want to play on stream. I want to get my setup a little bit better. I did order a like actual dock for my camera, or like a stand for my camera, because right now it's like so unsteady. If I shake the table, or if I accidentally slam the table, or like an animal runs by the back cords and hits like the camera cord, it's gonna like just fly off the monitor. I have a new monitor, so the like edge of the rim of it isn't like as stable as my last one. But anyway, so some stuff still needs to be changed. I'm not super in love with my lighting. I don't have any colored lighting or anything like that. We don't have any setup in this house, so like cool backdrop lighting or anything. And as you can see, there's just a fireplace behind me. So I don't know, the setup's a little scuffed still, but we'll figure out stuff like that. Anyways, I will be streaming again soon. I'm not sure exactly when. I don't want to like force myself to a schedule yet, because just kind of filling out. I have a different work schedule than I used to, so I'm off Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday, so I'll probably do stuff more around that than anything. Yep, so just keep a lookout. I'll be back eventually. Let us find someone to raid on Twitch, and we will say goodbye on YouTube. Goodbye, YouTube. Thanks you guys for watching. If you're watching the VOD, like, be sure to subscribe or like or any of those other things.